Right, so I've got horn knocks on it now, but not polished up. I've added a thin overlay on the back just to help round the grip and protect the splice. I've narrowed the tips and tried to get them moving a bit more. The bow was trying to bend sideways quite a bit. I did quite a few heat corrections trying to get it coming back in a straight line. But I think I've got that about right now. Race height's about right. You don't want it too high for a flight bow. That's looking quite nice. Maybe at 35 at about. At about 24. She's starting to look like she's coming around a bit more at the tips. Be interesting to have a look on the video at what the angle between tip of the bow and the string is. I'll have to make a proper string for it. And what I'll do is I'll chamfer this edge substantially, make it very narrow here, so that the arrow's really touching right on that edge on the sort of back of the bow. From the front it will be the same width all the way, so it will still qualify as a English longbow. I'll round the belly slightly, but as long as it's not dead flat and square, then it's still a longbow, as long as it's not too wide compared to its thickness. But I'll measure that and check it, but I'm not that fussed. I'm probably not going to compete with it. I'll probably just take it roving and see how it performs. Let's do the dangle test. Anyhow, I have to make a string to shoot it. It's fairly stiff to string. Taking a little bit of set here. That's on the lower limb. There's a hint of reflex there. It's had a lot of heat treating there, so I probably can't stiffen it up anymore. I think it pretty much is what it is. No, and while I'm here, I had a visit from my brother, and he had a couple of things for me. Lovely old thumb planes from a mate of his who sadly passed away, who was a violin maker and gave an awful lot of his tools to my brother, who's passed some of them on to me. I mean, my brother's more into metal working. He gets old shotguns, you know, really nice quality ones, and re-engraves worn bits and men's damaged bits of stocks and what have you, and does all sorts of stuff. Other thing he gave me is this lovely file, well, rasp really. It's don't know if you'll be able to see. It says hand cut West Germany. So it's a hand cut rasp. Doesn't look anything special, but it cuts really nice and fine and smooth. Very nice. Give me some other clamps and odds and ends, but these little thumb planes, they work really nice. I tried them out on a few scraps just for the fun of it. Sort of thing I might use on, you know, nicely shaped things like grips of bows or crossbow stocks or what have you. Yeah, I've done a bit on that yew as well. Tried it on a few different woods. Didn't really like the hickory, but it did cut into it. But they're just really handsome things. I mean, you put them in your cabinet of curiosities, but you don't let the grandchildren play with them, else they'll plane great chunks out of their thumbs. Anyway, that's it for now. Bye bye.